Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Lens of Truth, with me, Ivan Florentino, and for today's video, one of my first reviews for 2024 is a third-party game that I played on the Nintendo Switch called The Prince of Persia and the Lost Crown by Ubisoft. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, hit that like button, ring the bell, leave a comment, because that will help out my channel greatly. And let's get to it.
Even in the darkest hour, do not lose hope.
So to begin, the game has many difficulty options. We have Rookie, Warrior, Hero, and Immortal. And this is actually pretty great for anyone who's not into these type of Metroidvania / action adventure platformer style games. And the amount of options is just robust and welcoming to anyone who's diving into this genre for the first time. And now let's get on to the presentation. As soon as you start off the game, it's a gorgeous looking one. It's very stylized, and you can tell it's using the Ubisoft style engine and art style like Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, and it just works great on the Nintendo Switch platform, especially when it comes to transitioning from the story. The narrative and the voice acting works very well, and it just lends itself to a great visual showpiece. The character designs look great. The environments are also well designed. There's a nice contrast when it comes to the stylized textures, the backgrounds, the enemy design, the bright and bold colors. There's a nice painterly style to it as well, and it also looks great on the Nintendo Switch OLED. It runs smooth at 60 frames per second. There is a small transition lag, but nothing too irritating. Everything runs pretty much smooth. And as soon as you start the game, it introduces you to the smooth controls, the way the main character is able to walk, run with ease. It teaches you how to jump, and the movement just feels super smooth. And one of the first comparisons that everyone was talking about is Metroid Dread. And we all know that that game was good, and the way that Samus felt, this game nails the smoothness, the movement. Everything just feels very tight, especially when it comes to the wall jumping, jumping around the air, around poles. It feels organic and fun to play. And just to summarize the premise of this plot, the Prince of Persia, the Lost Crown, introduces our hero named Sargon, a young member of a warrior clan named the Immortals. Sargon must travel to the cursed city of Mount Kof to rescue the kidnapped prince, Ghassan. And throughout your adventure, you'll find yourself in the Citadel. You'll notice things in the past and present with many of the characters, and although the story was interesting in the beginning, I noticed that I started losing interest throughout the adventure because the stories and the side quests were very disconnected and the agency wasn't there as much. It still was a pretty good story with great voice acting.
I can feel it too. There's only one way to find out.
Let's go then.
And not even 10 minutes into the game, you'll get to see how tight the action combat is. You're going to see a lot of undead enemies. They will attack you, and you have opportunities to parry, which is super fun, exactly like Metroid Dread. You'll see this yellow highlight flash, and that's your chance to parry and start doing damage with your blades. The way that Sargon, our main character, feels fluid, jumping over characters and sliding, dodging, parrying. The combos just feel organic. And finally, you even have a bow attack. These range attacks are very helpful for flying enemies like bats and enemies attacking from above or below you. And you can even hold down the button to do a chakram style boomerang attack towards the bottom right using X. You have a limited amount of arrows, and collecting more will refill them. So using this in combination with your normal attacks makes for a great fluid combat system. And as you progress through the story, you'll unlock more and more abilities where you can use in combination, because some of these platforming sections can get very difficult, but they're super satisfying to complete. Some may feel impossible in the beginning, but once you try and fail over and over again, you will start to learn the pattern of the environment and all these tombs where there's a lot of spikes, rotating blades. Things just come together, especially with your abilities where you're able to make a copy of yourself, rewind time, use your scarf to pull yourself towards poles, make platforms appear and disappear. Everything just works very well. And if you're a platformer guy like me, this was something that I was not expecting since I've never played a Prince of Persia game before. But the combat system with the platforming just went hand in hand. And that brings me to my next point when it comes to amulets, the way that they're numbered, and you put them on in order to give yourself some skills, some perks, like more dodge time, extra health, and defense. You'll find these trees all over the map, and this is one way of saving as well. You're able to mix and match to fit your gameplay style.
These trees are special. They're called Whack Whack. They have the purest of Athra. So, stand beneath its leaves to restore your energy.
And an added plus are these memory shards. Anyone who's ever played a Metroidvania game, you do tend to forget to come back to areas that look intriguing, maybe things like this treasure chest or suspicious areas that you can't reach to until you get a new item. And taking a quick snapshot of the area helps you remember to come back, and hopefully more and more games utilize this handy feature. So to conclude this video, it took me close to 29 hours to complete this game. And that was me checking out every corner of the map, especially as I unlock many abilities. It helps you traverse the environment, unlock new treasure chests, find different side quests. But you can beat this game in around 15 hours. And before I forgot to mention, the music is great, and especially the bosses and their designs. There are so many that I completely forgot that there's even mini bosses. There's just a lot of great cinematic moments. These boss fights were tough and fun to do. It really puts your combat ability to the test, especially with the jumping and platforming. This is a highly recommended game. It's only $50 on the Nintendo Switch, but Ubisoft games do tend to go on sale fairly soon, so I highly recommend you check it out when that does happen. And there is a demo to try out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Your life ends here.